Pop quiz. Let's get this going here. So Adam and Eve, how many sons and daughters? The theory goes, the theory, which is pretty much proven to be, well, I don't know what you're thinking, so I can't say, well, it's right or it's wrong, because I don't know what your assessment is. But anyway, the facts remain that Adam and Eve, at the very least mentioned, had 3 sons. One of them being named Seth, and I bet you some of you know, some of you don't. But for the layman that doesn't really study too much of this stuff, because you have your job and whatever the case is, you should. But in my opinion, anyway. So the story goes: Adam and Eve had 2 sons, Cain and Abel. And everybody thinks, oh, they had 2 sons. Must have been a small family. And, it was God setting up for the story of those 2 sons. It wasn't a qualifier or a clarifier of that's all there was. Later on in the, which one describes all the genealogy? The book of the genealogy. I can't remember that. I should I should study better too. But in the book of genealogy, when you read it, it's I can't remember the exact wording. I read it before. It made perfect sense. It said it's a little confusing, but it made perfect sense. It said Adam. For all intents and purposes, it said Adam had many sons and daughters. I should really maybe just look that up, but you know what? We'll do that. Anyway, I'll go back to the results of that question that didn't pertain to what I'm talking about now. But basically, that's the extent. You may start with that level and then reach that. But anyway, God states He's right. Never been proven wrong, and that's where you doubt, because you don't have all the information, and you I don't know. It's on my Facebook anyway. All right, so where am I going here? You are going to Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus. Is it Numbers? Deuteronomy is basically do the math, so maybe before Deuteronomy, you're going to need some numbers to do some math. Sometimes God's merciful and I just open up to it, but maybe I'm in the wrong here. I don't remember any of this. Where's the genealogy? Leviticus? No. Anyway, guys, I got to do my studying here because I'm making assessments that are just outside of the realm of my understanding, your understanding, or anybody's understanding. So I'm just kind of making it up now. But anyway, you know what? I'm going to erase all this and start over. But yeah, if you find out where in the Bible it lists out all the genealogy, get to the point where it talks about Adam and his sons and daughters, and it's confusing because it says in the wording, it says, and he had sons and daughters, but it's confusing because you think it's actually talking about Seth. When he says that, he's like, Adam and Eve had a son named Seth. It basically, when you read it correctly, the understanding changes because it's actually saying, when you read it correctly, that and he also being Adam. I want, and I don't have, and I need to study, and then I should probably do this. But I'm very tired, and I've already studied it before, And if you want to trust, just go on the fact they didn't know who Seth was maybe until I mentioned this, and Seth did exist as a son, and then maybe you can think to reason that Adam and Eve probably had a lot of sons and daughters, because it also states that they were on the earth for like 1,000 years when they were close to being made ready by God at that time to be made acceptable and ready for the gift of eternal life, and now we only live to about 90 years old. So, okay. I don't have the where this pointed to anymore. Maybe I do. I don't know. This is the beginning. Human nature's methods. First is reject what's revealed, question it, be curious, don't trust anything that God says because you don't believe anything, test it, what might have been, and then, the results of all that is, we'll just test because it's, we'll send a nuke out into space and we'll just detonate it because it's space. And who cares about space, And we don't think of the dark matter that holds things together that we can't see, feel, touch, know it's there and the purpose of it. So we're stupid and we just like, we'll blow something up and see what happens, And it's just like, listen to God and just do what the explicitive he says is the point there.